Okay, so today's video we're going to run through BullSync real quick and go over how to add officer positions and actually how to add officers and invite members to the page for each individual sport club. So we're going to do this just to update all of our officer forms that were submitted in the spring to get clubs prepared for the stuff in the fall. So what we're going to do here is log into BullSync. And to do that, you're going to go to usf.campuslabs.com/engage. You may try to Google USF Campus Labs, but it's going to be like the 5th or 6th search down. So I would say just getting this page or bookmark it on your computer is the best way to go. So as you can see, I'm already logged in here. Now what we're going to do is go to the Manage page. All right, we're going to click on our sport clubs. We're going to click on the organization list. And we'll start off with badminton. Okay, so once you've clicked on badminton, what you'll do is click on the bars here to the left, go to roster. And this is where we're going to begin. So as you can see, we blanketed out all of the sport clubs. So the only person is the initial person, and that person has been set to the president. So for badminton, we have Moksheta, and she is the president for badminton. Now what we want to do is populate the rest of the positions in there so that the rest of those officers are already on the page. So in the spring, our officers completed this little form, and here's the Excel for it. So as you can see here, we have badminton up top, and what we want to do today is add the following emails. So we don't necessarily need their names for now, we just need the email and their position. We want to add the following positions and names into the roster. So what we're going to start is by adding anything after the risk manager, treasurer, president, and vice president positions. We're going to have to add manually. So for badminton, we can see here that they have a secretary. So what we're going to do is go back to the badminton club, click on Manage Positions. So you can see that they have anything that says treasurer is going to be financial officer, so don't worry about that. So we'll have a financial officer, president, risk manager, and vice president position. What we're going to do here is, and you can ignore this test position, so what we're going to do here is go to position. We're going to put position name as secretary. Position type is officer. We are going to put active. If not checked, the position will not be available as a past position, so you want to keep this as active. And we are going to give them the we will give them all limited access for now. And now from here, what we want them to be able to do is documents, we want them to be able to view. We want elections, we want them to be able to full. Events, we want them to be able to do full, so any officer can submit an event. Finance, we want them to be able to full. Forms, view. Messaging is going to be view. Messaging will be full. News, full. Photo, full. Profile, full. Roster, full. Service hours, full. And then their wall, full. So really we're giving them full access except for the ability to edit documents, edit forms, and I believe those are the only two. Yep, so everything else, so forms and documents are the only two. So then from there we're going to hit create. Okay, and now we should see that we have the secretary position in here. And that is going to be it for their officers, because their only other officer is the vice president, and we already have that. So now, to go to add people into it, so we'll go back to the roster there. Now we're going to go to invite people. Now you're going to have to do it one by one, so we're going to click on this person, add email address. Okay, ignore that because it just showed that there was a space in there. And this person we're going to invite as the financial officer. So the treasurer's email. So there we go, send invitation. Okay, so now we're going to go again. We're going to go to invite people. We want the risk manager is going to be this position. We're going to paste that down there. And we're going to make this person the risk manager. Send invitation. Okay. Now we're going to go add the vice president, and the vice president is going to be this email. So we're going to go invite people here. Add email address. This is going to be vice president. Send invitations. That's done. And we already added the secretary, the president, the risk manager. So now you should see, if you click on pending, all the ones that we sent out. So there should be 3 invitations. So we sent out our treasurer, we sent out our risk manager, and we sent out our vice president. Oh, so we do need to go back and send out our new position. So we'll go to invite people. We're going to send this to the secretary. And there we go. So now, there we go. So now we should have 4 pending submissions. There we go. So we have 4 pending people, and those are going to be our 4 positions: treasurer, risk manager, vice president, and secretary for the badminton club. And Moksheta is already on the club roster, so she's good to go. And that's pretty much all you're going to be doing for each club. So now what we're going to do here is we'll change and we'll go back to the next club. And you can actually do that simply just by closing out of here, and it should keep your tab open. So we'll go to baseball. Now you'll see here baseball. So we'll go to roster again. And what I want to show you here is when you go to manage positions, there's only going to be the 4 template positions. There's going to be the financial officer, president, risk manager, and vice president. So remember how we added secretary? That was only to be added into that one club. So now you can see here, let's go to baseball. Baseball wants to add a softball vice president. So I'll show you one more example. We'll run through this club, and this should just help confirm everything that you've got. So we're going to go to position. Position name is softball vice president. Member type is going to be an officer. Okay. It's going to be active. We want limited access again. So remember, documents is going to be view, full, everything full here. Forms is view, and then everything else is full. Okay. All right. And we're going to create that position. And now you can see here that we have softball vice president. Let's see if they want to add any other positions. They do. Looks like we have a softball travel coordinator and a softball marketing manager. So once more, we'll go back in and add those. So softball, softball travel coordinator, officer, member limited access, documents view, full, view, full, and full. And then go to create. And then we needed the last position, which is a softball marketing manager position. Softball marketing manager. Position type officer, limited access. It's a little tedious, I know, but at the same time, this is going to help our clubs significantly when it comes to just making sure that they're all set up for the new year, and should hopefully lessen our kind of switch over with Engage and make sure everything is good to go there. So that should be full. There we go. And create. Okay, so now we have all of our positions made. I would highly suggest just making the positions first and then just going back to the roster and inviting people from here. So we're going to go back. So starting from the beginning, baseball, we know that our guy Carson, actually I believe we already invited Carson. Let's just Yep, okay. Carson was already sent an invitation. He should be the only one, so everything else, you should be good to go. So we'll go back, invite people. So after Carson, we want to invite this email address as our financial officer. So this person is now financial officer. Send invitation. Invite more people. Bo is going to be our risk manager. There we go, risk manager, send invitation. All right, vice president is going to be this person. Invite people. There we go, and that is vice president. And then we're gonna invite people again, and now we're inviting our softball VP. There you go, softball vice president. Now we're gonna invite the travel coordinator. There we go, softball travel coordinator. And the last but not least, our softball marketing manager. Invite people. Softball marketing, send invitations. All right, so we should have 7 pending invitations now. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7 pending invitations to match up with our 7 positions that the club has. So that is going to do it for this quick tutorial. So you'll see here, we'll just go ahead and add the rest of these people in here. And this should help our clubs out moving forward. So like I said, you'll just close out of this, you'll keep up with your organizations, and just keep working your way down the list. I will send this over to you all now. All right.